Come on in, welcome to my home. Today we are doing our Christmas gift guide. And the thing about this Christmas gift guide is these are all things that I use. Like, these are things which I actually have personal experience with, lots of it, most of them. And I think you're going to enjoy them, so let's just jump right in on this. Some of these things are sort of like new versions of older things, like the first one, which is, we have the AIRMSEN electric compost bin. This is a great thing. You can turn your food scraps, your whatever, into compost, which can be then used in your garden. You can do it that way, but it takes the scraps and it will then turn them into usable material. But it has other features. It has some really cool other features. Like, it has this thing so that you don't smell what's in there, which is really cool. It has a cleaning feature. You have no idea how important that becomes. When you have one of these and it can clean itself, oh my gosh. The past ones that I've had did not have the cleaning feature, and it was sort of hard to clean this. It does not use that much energy. In 3 to 5 hours, you can have wonderful compost that you can then, and I think I would rather call it organic material than compost, because I think compost has to have bacterias and other organic things in it before it can be considered compost. But this does give you this wonderful material which is all ready and set to go out into your garden, and then you just put it out there, and that's really great. You can also save it inside. I have mine in a bucket so that way when I'm ready to use it next spring, it seems like, when I'm ready to use it, it'll be ready to go. The compost that's in the bucket has no smell. It's wonderful. I'm really enjoying this. This is one of those pricier gifts, but I think it's something that people would like. All right, next up we have a fall canvas that I absolutely love. Now, normally I'm not a big art person, but this canvas I think looks amazing. And yes, I will be using it for my fall, for next fall. Didn't use it this fall, but I will be using it next fall. I think it's one of those things where you really will notice how nice it is. It is a great print. It is framed. All you have to do is hang it up. Like I said, it is a print, but it looks good. It looks like true art. And that's the best part about this. If you have somebody who's really into like that fall look or that fall sort of feeling, this is a great piece of art that can go with that. That being said, there's also this piece of art, which is more of a snow-covered piece of art. I think this is amazing. I actually framed this in some wooden frames. They're poster frames, but they had the mat around it. It's just beautiful. I love this frame. I love this picture. To me, that just sums up what winter is actually like. And I think people who would give this to would really like it, especially people who are into art, people who are into seasonal art, which I didn't know until recently was a thing. There is such a thing as people who change out their actual artwork for seasonal artwork. And I think that's going to be fun. I think I'm going to try that this year. Coming up year, I guess I would say. It's really cool. I love it. And yes, you will see that up here next year. Okay, the next are the Gnome dolls. These showed up this year. And these showed up in my Christmas look this year because I think they're kind of cute. I think they're kind of quirky. And I think it's one of those fun kind of display things where you can have it, and it can also be year-round because they're more organic, I guess you'd say. They're more like plant-based, and they have flowers, and if you're wondering what I'm looking at, they are literally right there, right across from me. They're kind of fun. I think there's something really neat and quirky about a gnome. They are heavy enough, they have the bottom is heavy enough that it will stand on its own, or sit, stand, it just depends how you look at it. It will stay up there on its own without falling over. You don't have to worry about any of that. This is one of those things where it could work for kids, it could work for adults, it could work for somebody who's really into plants, someone who has open shelving, that sort of thing. It's a nice neutral color. It will go with everything, and I really like the look of the whole plant kind of vibe. This one I think is kind of fun. Let's talk about this wonderful candle making kit. Now, I have done a video where I made candles. Click that card. It'll take you to that. And the soy candles that I made with that was sort of limited because of the kit that came with it. This has everything, including scent and color. It includes heated gloves. It includes gloves so that you don't have to worry about getting your hands burnt or anything. It's one of those things that family members can do, and it includes the glassware to put the candles in. You have the wicks, you have the wax, you have the glassware. It's just a really fun thing, and this is one of those things that you can give to somebody who wants to do little projects. This would be a good thing to give to older kids, not super young kids, because if they're super young kids, they are going to need to be supervised with this. But it's one of those things that you can give to older kids. They can make their own candles, they can scent their own candles, or they can not scent their own candles. That's one of the things that I have always had an issue with, scented candles. I like candles that have color, but I don't want to necessarily have a scent. I have that option. I can make these. It includes a melter. It is easy to clean up. This is one of those fun kits that you're giving somebody something that you can then add on to as the years go by. And that's something which I've found out is a really cool kind of gift, because then if you give somebody a candle making kit and they love making candles, the next few years you can give them more accessories and things to make more candles or make more whatever it is. That is one of the coolest things I think you can do, and you might end up getting some of these things back as gifts. This is a really fun kit. I think the entire family would like using it. But yeah, it's really cool. These glasses, these are my favorite drinking glasses, I'll admit this. They're supposed to be for coffee, but I have a tendency to not drink coffee. I drink like tea out of them, those sort of things. I think they're fun. I love these because they look so sleek and super modern in that they're a wonderful gift for like anything. If you have somebody who likes to make cocktails, you have somebody who just wants to drink lemonade, this is one of those glasses, mugs, cups, whatever you want to call it, where you can then use them and all that fun stuff. Now, things that I can tell you, since I have them, this is where this becomes really cool. They can go into the dishwasher. Yes, these can go into the dishwasher. You can just have them washed up, dry them, put them away. They're great. I mean, they're absolutely great. I would hate to give somebody something that then I'm like, oh yeah, I gave that to you. Now you have to wash it by hand. No, I don't. I don't want to do that. No, these can go into the dishwasher. They are wonderfully cool. They look so modern, yet they fit with so many different styles. I am absolutely loving this, and I think this would be a really good gift for somebody who, like, one of those people who might have drinks that they like, even if it's just something non-alcoholic. This can upgrade any drink to something cool. All right, let's talk the office chair. The office chair, I have loved this office chair since I got this office chair. Oh yeah, by the way, everything is linked down below in the description. You'll probably see cards pop up, that kind of thing. But I've loved this office chair forever. And I have spent hours and hours and hours sitting in this chair. It has wonderful lumbar support. It adjusts wonderfully. You can lean back in it. You can rock in it. It is just a really good chair. And then the other part about this is it looks good. It looks really good. And it doesn't have hidden nooks and crannies that are really hard to clean. My last office chair had these spots where you had to get special tools out there to clean this. No, you can just wipe this thing off. It is really nice, and I can honestly say that I really enjoy having this office chair simply because I can sit in it for hours and hours and hours, which is what usually happens when I'm editing videos or trying to figure out what to do, or like with this video, researching all the different things for all the stuff that I wanted to include in this gift guide. It is comfortable. Somebody really would like this. The look is nice. It gives you a leather look without it really being leather. It's a great chair. All right, let's talk about the Lady Statue Zen yoga figure. I have this in my bedroom simply because I think it just elevates the room. It looks really, really nice. I do enjoy it. The nice part about this is it's one of those sort of I don't know, I consider it calming. Now, they do say it can go outside. Yeah. Yeah. I personally would never put this outside. Like, never ever would I put this outside. Because as you can see from my photographs of it, that it has some spots on it which just say, nope, don't put it outside. Part of that was because it was originally in a planter inside, and I think some of the water got on it. Now, it's just one of those things that I wouldn't put outside. But as an indoor decoration, I think it's really cool. It's a lot of fun because it's relaxing. I find it calming. I find it sort of elevates the room, and it sort of reminds you to take that time to relax and calm down and, center yourself. Yeah, I like it. I think somebody else would like it too. Here is a little tiny thing which can make a difference. I drink a lot of tea, like a lot of tea. So these tea squeezers, let me check my notes and see what it's really called. Tea bag squeezer. Yeah, I think it is a great gift simply because it's one of those things where people don't really think about, yeah, you can take your tea bag and wrap it around the spoon, and no. This you can actually use to pick up the tea bag, squeeze it, get all the tea out of it, and it's really simple. The other part about this is the fact that these would be a great gift for, like, if you have kids who need to buy a person a gift, like grandparent, a parent, somebody like that a gift. This would be a great gift because it's not super expensive. It's something that people who drink tea would actually use. And it's one of those things that you don't think about, I would, you're like, I would never use that. And then all of a sudden you're like, yes, I would. And I can honestly say, I do use this every time I make tea. And I make tea at least twice a week. And you can also use this when you make big batches of tea. You can use that to take the tea bags out. You can use it to take the tea bags out of hot tea, which is really nice. And like I said, the other thing about this is it gets all the tea out, so it makes your tea taste even better. These are something that I think people would like. Okay, floor lamp. I'm loving this floor lamp. This floor lamp is literally in my bedroom. That's how much I love this floor lamp. I have mine with a light bulb, which is a whiz light, so I can control mine. It's set on timers. When I'm ready to do the evening thing. It's great. It is completely adjustable. You can adjust it so that if you want to sit there and read, you can sit there and read with it. It is so nice to have. And it looks good. That's the bigger part about this is it looks really good. It's one of those things where, there are lots of occasions where people want or need a floor lamp, or you might think that they want or need a floor lamp. This would be a great gift for somebody who's in that. You have somebody who just moved into a place. This would be really cool. A reader would love this because then they can adjust where the floor lamp shines and that sort of thing. Yeah, I really do think this would be a great gift. I personally would love to have gotten this as a gift. It does have a floor switch that you can click it on with the switch, and the cord is long enough that you don't have to use extension cords to get it where you want it. So that's a big bonus. This one might be over the top for some of you, but I can honestly say that we here enjoy it. This is the ice cube maker. I have used this thing quite a bit. Now, to preface this, I'm going to tell you that if you let it sit for a while, it does take you have to run it 3 times to get the cleaning cycle done, but it's worth it. It is 100% worth it because you get what they call the good ice. We all know what the good ice is. The good ice is that ice that you like to crunch. They're little nuggets that you can crunch and eat, and they're just so good. And the best part about this is you can use your own filtered water. So you don't have to use tap water. I personally fill mine up with my filtered water that I have out of I think I have a Brita filter. Then mine's a pure. Then I just pour it in there, and then it makes ice. You can sit this on the counter, and it holds the ice in the container so that way, as the ice begins to melt, it is melting back into the reservoir, which then can recirculate that water and make more ice. It does have a shutoff for when there's too much ice in there, but yeah, it's really easy to make and it's easy to clean. It's one of those things where you don't think about, is good ice really a thing? but it is. It is a thing. There is nothing like the good ice. I think you would like this. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think other people would like having this because, especially on those days where you have a party or that sort of thing, having ice that you can just have circulating, or if you're in a spot where there's not ready ice, and you can then just have the ice maker ready going, and it's perfect. So if we're going to do drinks, we need to put our drinks in something, and this is really cool. These decanters look really pretty. That's the bigger part. They look pretty if they are empty or if they are full. They look great. They are easy to clean. They have a nice weight to them. They have a nice feel to them. They are nice and clear. That's really, really nice. And if you have somebody who has different liquors, or if you have somebody who has different cold teas or juices or something else that they want to keep out, they can put these into these decanters and store them out, that kind of thing, and they look really nice. This is one of those gifts where it's one of those, you can give this to somebody. It's more of an impersonal gift that's really practical and something people will use. Do I use mine? Yes. When we have company over, I will fill those up and then use them, and they're really, really nice. When I don't have company over, I just store them in my my hutch that's in my office, and they still look really, really nice. That's the best part about this, is they're useful, but they also look nice. Okay, so that was my Christmas gift guide for 2024, and once again, this is more of a practical Christmas gift guide. These are things that I think people would like. These are things that I have experience with. I've used them. I have enjoyed using them. They are throughout my house. You've probably seen them in some of my videos. That's a big thing, is the fact that I've seen a lot of people pushing, Christmas gift guides for things that they don't really use. And people are like, well, what should I buy for this kind of person? What should I buy for that kind of person? And I'm like, if you're really having a really hard time figuring out what to buy, get them a card. I don't mean get them a gift card to a certain place. I mean get them a Visa card, American. Do they still have American Express? American Express, MasterCard. One of those cards that they can spend wherever they want. Because if you get them a card to a specific place, they might not like that place. They might not want to use it there. This way you can give them a card that they can then just use to, pay for their bills, buy their groceries. That's the kind of thing to always think about, is if you really truly have no idea what to get somebody, give them a card. And the other part about this is you could refill the card if they kept it, so that way that you can just keep that card going. But these are practical gifts that I think people would like, and they are all linked down below in the description. They're probably cards that popped up. But I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you have gift ideas that you'd like to share. Let me know down in the comments. At this time, I'd like to thank these wonderful people who are part of my Patreon and part of the channel members. They're the ones who then let me actually talk about these things in the behind-the-scenes weekly vlogs that you see. I talk about some of the things that we get, some of the things that I've used, and this is also how I got the idea to incorporate some of these things into the video. If you want to become part of the channel members, part of the Patreon, just click that link. Also, if you want to really help the channel, like and share this video. That teaches the YouTube algorithms that this is a good video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope I get to see you again the next time you stop by.